I'll wake up and I have no feeling in my legs, which can be briefly terrifying. Ooh, that's lower than I thought it was. Hello. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. Tomorrow I turn 18 weeks, so this is my recap of this last week. I've got my notes down here, so if you see a lot of this, that's what's happening. Since this is the last day of my week, it still counts in my week. I've noticed today in particular, my stomach has felt a lot heavier. I mean, I did just eat something, so that could just be it. But I feel like I'm carrying around more of a weight now. And then last night, I had a little bit more trouble falling asleep. It might be time for me to bust out my pregnancy pillow. I think I started using it like really early on with Emerson, but not because I needed it, just because I love pillows and I wanted to be surrounded by a pillow as long as possible. This time I've been waiting until I really need to use it. Yeah, it just takes up a lot of space. There's especially crackers and waffle all over the rug, but it's fine.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I got some questions about how I've been sleeping, and so far I've been sleeping pretty much the same. There hasn't been like a real difference. With Emerson, from the beginning, I had to wake up and pee at least 2 times a night, and then by the end, I was peeing 5, sometimes 6 times in the middle of the night because that's just pregnancy, I guess. I was really nervous. Honestly, that was probably the thing I was most dreading with this pregnancy, was having to get up so many times again in the middle of the night to pee. Luckily, that has not been the case yet. Of course, now that I say that, who knows what's gonna happen. But I've only had to get up 1, sometimes 2 times in the middle of the night, and if I'm dead tired, I can sleep right through it until she gets me up in the morning, which is the best. I obviously stopped myself from drinking liquids before I go to bed. With her, I would stop 2 hours before and I'd still have to get up and pee in the middle of the night. And I'm like, what am I even peeing at this point? Where is this coming from? And it still happened every night. I am very fortunate this time that it hasn't been that bad. I mean, I'm sure towards the end it will be, but I don't think it could reach the level that it did with this beautiful being. She literally just brought me this book called My Potty Book. Anyway, one weird thing that did happen this week is that I woke up once, I think maybe even twice, and this used to happen with her all the time when I was towards the end of the pregnancy. My legs were completely asleep. Like, I'd wake up and they were totally numb and they just start tingling as soon as I get up. And I think it's whenever I happen to lay on my back or something. I don't know what it is, but I'll wake up and I have no feeling in my legs, which can be briefly terrifying. Sometimes it's both. It's usually just one or the other, but this week I woke up once and it was both, and I think the other time was like one leg. But it's just weird because usually I'm not laying on my leg, so she must be in some weird kind of position or something funky's going on. So that happened. Another thing, I can feel her kicking so much more now. I don't remember what I said last week. I can feel her kicking in the morning, moving around. I can usually feel her a little bit throughout the day if I'm sitting down or if I'm laying down. And I can feel her at night all the time now. So that is really fun. She's actually getting to the point where her kicks are pretty strong, and Nick was able to feel her kick for the first time on the outside this week, and that was super exciting. To me, so crazy that I can already feel her so early on. I mean, like that you can feel her on the outside so early on. I've heard that you can feel them sooner with your second because you can recognize what you're, like, you already know what that feeling is, but I'm pretty sure I knew what that feeling was with Emerson, but her placenta was in the front, so a lot of her kicks and movements were more muted, and it feels like this time that this baby, I almost said her name, is right in the front, and I can just feel everything that she does. My energy levels this week have actually stayed up. I feel pretty good still. One thing I have noticed is that if I'm on my feet for a large chunk of the day, or if I'm doing a lot of cleaning or something, that I do get that tiredness in my feet and in my legs and in my lower half. Basically, that's when that weight starts feeling really heavy. Like I said last week, I want to try and introduce you guys to a new product that I'm loving, whether it be pregnancy related or just baby related or related to something in my pregnancy, if that makes sense. 2 updates ago, I mentioned that my face was breaking out like crazy, and then last week I ordered one of those face spa brushes. And so this week I am ready to give you an update on how I'm liking that brush. It is definitely that hormonal acne that you get all along your chin line because it's primarily right here for me. Honestly, the rest of my face is fine. In high school, I used to watch a lot of British vloggers and they would call them spots, and that sounds so much more pleasant to me than zits. So I've been getting a lot of spots, and I thought, I've never tried one of those facial brushes and I really want to, so I reached out to my friends at Vanity Planet and they were so gracious enough to send me a, ta-da! They sent me the Ultimate Skin Spa Facial Cleansing System. It's a lot of words. What it is a lightweight brush that cleanses and cleans all of your face. Like, as you saw, it's got a battery pack, so you're not attached to the wall. You can bring it with you wherever you go. I am actually probably going on vacation, I think, in a couple weeks or so, and I will be bringing this sucker with me. What it can do is just really get into your skin and get off all that leftover makeup, any dirt, debris, dead skin cells that are left on your face at the end of the day. Emerson wants to play with it so bad. So I've been using it now for, today will be the 7th day. I've been using it for a week exactly. I feel so much better. Just to show you how it works, like I said, I use this every night. What you do is you wipe off your face of any makeup first. You can use like a makeup wipe, or if you want to just rinse off your face, however you want to do that. So what I've been using is this Acne Scrub from Target. I just use 2 little dots. Sometimes if I need more later, I'll go back and add some for the other cheek. As you saw, everything comes in this little case. You get 3 brush heads. There's the daily cleansing one, which is the one I use most often. There's the exfoliating brush, which has a little bit more coarse of bristles, I think. That gives you like a deeper clean. I use that a couple times. And then there is the silicone head, which is for more sensitive skin. And then you just go over your face. I tended to stick with the first speed, and you don't need to press very hard. You can go very lightly over your face. Like I said, I've never tried one of these. I honestly thought that it would take me too much time to do, and basically it ends up taking me about 3 minutes total, maybe. I think the fact that I'm actually showing you my face in these clips is a testament to how much I liked it. 100% honesty, guys, I have noticed a big difference in my skin. I have noticed that the redness has significantly gone down. And like I said, I was getting probably at least 3 new spots a day. And during this week, I got 1 new spot and every other spot started to go down. So honest size decrease and honest pain decrease, because these are the ones that hurt. I noticed how much softer my skin is. Just is so much more pleasant. So if you guys are having problems with your face, whether it be pregnancy or just like general life, because that's also me, I will have a discount code for you. It is Carissa Spa, and there'll be a link down below. You can get 70% off this skin spa. Whether you end up using it every night like I do or just a couple times a week, it definitely gives you a much cleaner feeling. Yes. Thank you again, Vanity Planet, for sponsoring this video. Now let's move on to some of the questions. Pretty much next week, if you guys have a question for me about that week of pregnancy, if it's pregnancy related or giving birth related, anything like that, you can leave it down in a comment below and I will pick some of those to answer in my next video. Ashlyn asked, what are some of your daily struggles you go through? Like for instance, picking up Emerson or things like that. I would definitely say that my biggest struggle right now is trying to avoid picking up Emerson. She's a pretty big chunk, so I try to avoid it as much as I possibly can. My biggest struggle is loading her in and out of the car. Just the level that our car sits at and how her car seat is like really hard for me to get her in there without bumping her head. The bigger that my stomach gets, the harder it is because I have to lift her in there, and it's honestly like, that, did you just walk over here? Good job! Guys, this is a moment. She hates walking with this thing. Wow, look at you, big girl. Where are you gonna go next? College? Did you sign up for classes? Yeah. Mo, I think is your name, asked if baby number two will be a natural birth or if I will have a cesarean. I, like last time, want to do everything I can to avoid having a C-section. I just really don't want to go through the recovery of a major abdominal surgery. Sometimes things just happen. You don't know how the day's gonna go. And if the baby needs that, that is what I will do, but definitely trying to have a vaginal birth again. I see it going smoothly. I honestly think that this baby is going to come so fast, so as soon as I start feeling contractions, we're gonna book it. Also, nothing against if you have scheduled C-sections. Also, nothing against if you have scheduled C-sections. Also, nothing against you if you've had a seashell. That's really hard for me to say. Seashells by the seashore. C-section. How come I can say that one, but not that? We do have our anatomy scan coming up, which I am so excited about, hoping and really praying that little girl is in like a good position this time that we can get a good picture of her face. I'm so excited to see who she looks like a little bit. This last question is from Jenna Thompson. And she said, what do you think Emerson's reaction will be when she meets baby sister? I don't know, obviously. She probably will be slightly confused just because of, we'll be in a hospital and that's just a little bit like, as a child, I guess. But Emerson is definitely very smart. She knows at this point when I talk about Sissy that it's like my stomach area, and she'll come over and lift my shirt up if I ask her where Sissy is, or if we refer to her by her sister's name. Where's Sissy? Where's your sister? There! There she is! Mwah! Kiss, Sissy, kiss! Good job! Oh, you love her, don't you? I do think that she's going to be really sweet and give her some hugs and kisses. Say bye. Oh, my belly. I always forget. Here is the bump this week. This shirt, again, makes it feel like it's pretty big. I actually have on some of my maternity pants this time. They're just a little more comfortable than my other pants are right now. Homegirl really wanted to be in the video. Here's Sissy. Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you have a question for next week, leave it down below. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe, turn on the bell so you know when I post a new video. And before you leave, if you could like the video, that would be awesome too. That's it. I will see you guys soon. Bye.